Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? So I have been seeing that there's been like a deficit in employment. Yeah, there has been less job openings than normal. And August and September has been like the least amount of job openings that we have experienced in a very long time. So I wanted to give out some side hustles that I know that does work and that I've done before throughout my life, before and after COVID, that I do recommend, and I do recommend you to try. So yeah, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates, for you watching me shape my afro, because it's like tripping me right now, and just to learn more about just what's going on in the world, and you know, how you can survive, and yeah, all that cool stuff. I do make other cool content as well, but yeah. So first is DoorDash, Uber Eats. I do know DoorDash and Uber Eats is still profitable right now, even though they might have smaller profit margins. I do recommend doing that. It's very easy. You need to be between the ages of 21, 24, maybe as young as 18, especially if you have a bike, and just a good driving record, and you can make money today instantly. I do recommend that. Time as old as tail, and it does work. Next is a weed delivery driver. I recommend this because it can be more of an actual real 9-to-5, less of a contract job. Like, you know, DoorDash, Uber Eats, you'll actually get health insurance and regular hours. And honestly, if you live in a state that allows legal transportation of that, I do recommend going forward with it. Next is Shipped, Instacart, or Amazon, like grocery delivery. I really do love this idea. I do know, and this is confirmed, that they do pay more than just DoorDash and things like that. I really do love Shipped, Instacart, Amazon, because it's pretty straightforward and easy. You get paid at least like 16-20 bucks per time that you go and do grocery delivery, plus any tips that you may do. Like me, I'm a good tipper, and yeah, it's an easy job. I'm pretty sure you can get approved within 4 weeks or less. Next is Amazon Flex. I call it Amazon Flex. I might be wrong, but basically what it is, it's where like people will deliver packages out of their own cars. I've seen it myself where I had a few people out their own regular or rented cars. They would deliver my packages from their car to my door. You can make extra money with that, and it's quick, it's easy. I've heard a lot of people done it before. It made an easy $1,000 a week profit. Next is Walmart delivery driver. Get the memo, see the pattern here, delivery, yeah. But it's really helpful, it's really lucrative business, and you know, at times it can get oversaturated. So that's why I'm, you know, offering different versions of like this type of service. So that's why I recommend Walmart delivery driving, because the thing is, you can work as like a contractor and as a full or part-time employee, so you can get hours, you can get health insurance, you can get all of that good stuff. And the greatest thing about that is that they will pay you by hour, and it's a good lucrative job. And Walmart has been expanding their delivery services much more and more aggressively, especially since they're fighting Temu and Amazon. So yeah, I do recommend that. That's obviously in the grocery market too. You can go in people's houses and put their groceries up, and it's a good, safe job to do. Now next, that's not delivery driving, it's Fiverr, Upwork, Freelancer. So what are those websites? What are they about? Essentially, they are self-employment contractor websites. I've used Fiverr before, I've used Upwork and Freelancer. I've got the most money and stuff out of Fiverr because I am an artist, I'm an illustrator, and I was doing graphic design, logo design, cover design, and illustration for people. So I feel like because of that, that worked best for Fiverr, especially since Fiverr does have more of a visionary focus, not so noticeable on like if I'm good at writing or something. Next is Teespring. Teespring literally is just a website where you can go make a print on demand products. You can go put your design on products, and you can make your own website selling these products, and that's pretty much it. You can make money off this. You can make good money as long as you know how to market it. Next is Etsy/eBay Printify drop shipping. I do recommend Etsy more But I don't know, because I don't know much about eBay and how often people will fucking buy clothes on eBay, like print on demand clothes. But I do put in drop shipping because in general, even without Printify, you can still use drop shipping too. Basically, drop shipping is essentially you go make a relationship with a distribution center or like a white label distribution center, and you go to them and you're like, okay, cool, I need 100 orders right now. And they're like, okay. And basically you go through a specialized system that you integrate all together with, like, your website and stuff like that, or even with your platform or Etsy or eBay, that would automate the orders. It will automatically order the product from the distribution center, white label it, and send it off. A lot of well-known like modern brands and companies, they do this now, and even like old time as tale companies and brands from like the 1800s, they have been doing this. But like, basically that's the way you can do it. And I heard that's been popular on Etsy, that people have been doing drop shipping, so I recommend looking into that. So next is selling / flipping on Depop and Poshmark. This has been a known thing that people in companies will buy things for cheap and flip it and sell it for more expensive. People do this with houses, with products, even with some services. And it's pretty self-explanatory, where you go to go thrift some good quality clothes, or even just sell your own clothes for some extra money. Okay, so next is braiding hair. Doing hair, braiding hair. The reason why I said specifically braiding hair, because braiding hair for the most part does not require a license in most states in the USA, doing specifically African American or African braiding techniques. That's self-explanatory. Just braid bitches hair. You don't have to do African braiding hair. You can do Dutch braids, you can do white people braids, you can do alien braids, Asian braids, you can do dog braids, cat braids. You can braid people's hair. That's it. Just don't wash or dye or color. Don't do any treatment. But you can braid people's hair. It's obviously a lucrative business. Next is doing nails. Check state laws, saying that because you might need to go and get like a license for it. You need to go to like beautician school or something like that. And you might need to basically maybe take a couple licenses to make sure you're like pathogen certified or something like that. So next is being an Uber driver. As self-explanatory. We can start making money today. They do daily pay, I believe, or at least weekly pay. Next is babysitting. That's self-explanatory. Nigga, go babysit somebody. Next is taking surveys. So taking surveys has worked for me in the past. I don't know how much it works for people now, but I would make like $5 like off of taking surveys for like 30 minutes or less than an hour. And I know that $20 I made within an hour of taking surveys stretches much more longer. It's much more powerful than the $20 now, because $20 is like 0.5 cents now for me, for my lifestyle. Next is scanning receipts. I have done this in my teen years and my child years, where basically I would get receipts from my grocery store trips and I would scan them, and I would make like $10 after like a week, because you could just scan random people's receipts and scan individual items, and even you can scan just like objects in the store and make money off of it. So next is user-generated content. User-generated content is legit, and people have made money off of it before. Sometimes I have to go buy the product first and they'll give me the money back, and I'll get more money back, obviously the profit part. I'm not just interested in that, because I'm interested in making content like I'm making now and making my money my own different way. But user-generated content is great for people who don't want to be like me. Great for people who don't really want to wait to get a big fan base to make money, or who just don't even want to be on camera. You can even be faceless and make user-generated content and make money off of it. You can be a nobody and do it. You can start with 0 followers today and make money. Obviously, over time, it will take time, because you need to, grow validity. You need to gain. You need to be valid. You need to gain validity. Wow, my mouth is getting fucked up for that one. You need to gain a foundational amount of ethos. You need to go, be established within the atmosphere of the app or website to get more money and to get more qualifiable and satiable deals, meaning like more payments, higher payment, content proposals. And I do recommend that. Next is TikTok Live Hustling. I know it's silly to say, but it does work. I know the phase of people acting like AI generated characters or cartoon characters is fizzling out. People acting in ways that they never would for 25 cents on TikTok, and that is before they reach that $600 threshold to take the taxes out. Yeah, I do recommend doing TikTok Live Hustling. You do more than just begging for change online, but you can beg for change online. You just be a regular beggar online. You know, just as what I've seen in the streets of downtown LA. You could become one online. It's really reminiscent of my hometown. Thank you for doing that. Like this one black nigga that still is trying to be Miles Morales. Like I know, like I said, that is the catch. You do have to go beg for pennies online. But it's your pennies and you made them. So yeah. Next is UPS FedEx Driver. It's been known that those niggas make a lot of money. Yeah, but that takes like physical hustle. So if you're not willing to actually lift and bend and carry 60 pounds, 30 pounds consistently throughout your day, a lot of time with driving and making sure you're tight on your time scheduling, I don't recommend doing this job that'll pay you $30 an hour or more. But it is a good job. You just need to, I think, have a good driver's history. Be like 21, 24, 18, who knows, right? Be of age and just start driving. Those niggas have been known to make at least up to 6 figures. Next is making your own cleaning business or being under a cleaning business company and making money from that, or just being an independent cleaner. This always has been a lucrative, really good job that would never be oversaturated because everyone will always need a cleaner. You can do any type of specialized commercial or personal home cleaning for between $40 to $100 per visit, depending what you're offering and what you're doing. And that's as simple as that. Especially with the Airbnb boom and even the Turo car boom, you can be a cleaner for cars and for apartments and houses and overall Airbnbs. You can even be a contractor for hotels. So yeah. And you can obviously Airbnb your room and home, renting out your room and home. Airbnb is just a new word of calling something chapstick, which, you know, well, this is the lip smacker. But I don't think that's the chapstick brand. I recommend doing that for your home, your house, your apartment, your room, your garage. Yeah, it's pretty lucrative. Next is Turo, what I just said, rent out your car, cleaning out the rental cars. Cleaning out the rental cars. Clean out the rental cars. Rent your car. Rent your car out. Rent your car out. Rent your car out for extra money. Next is stock trading. I was doing this stock trading and dividend investing. I was doing that in 2020. It is a good thing to do, to go on stock trading, go into investing, things like that, to diversify your portfolio. You know, obviously more money. You need like more money to make more money, but like if you know how to trade smartly, you can make a profit. It might be a small profit because I would make like $30 profits with using $100, but I would do like, I forgot what you call those, like day trading. I'll do really quick everyday trading. That's just what I do. There, you can do your own type of trading to make your profit from it. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no right or wrong way to eat an apple. Like you can just do whatever you want. Next is buying and flipping cars. You know, within this time period of it being really hard to go buy a car used or brand new, you can go buy really cheap cars and you can flip them. Yeah, I don't really know how cheap or expensive it is to do that now because car parts are more expensive and such, especially with the average car depending what year you bought it from. But I know there might be tight profit margins because of current inflation rates and whatnot, but it is a good business to do. Selling plates of food, check state laws because I don't know the legalities of doing that. Get your pathogens like license or something. Get your food service certification. Get your pathogen certification. Your food service certification. Okay, next is a nightclub gig. You can either be, oh my god, this is actually a good job being a security guard. But yeah, but you being a security guard, depending on your state, you do have to go through security guard school. Basically, just getting your hours in, being certified by the state, by the city laws. So you can do a nightclub gig by being a security guard, security officer, nightclub gig of being a stripper, of being a hostess, that stuff, event host, whatever that is applicable in that, you can go do that. So all I can recommend is stripping for the night, or basically being a scantily dressed hostess, or being a security guard. That's what I know. So next is being a budtender, which is self-explanatory. You are tending bud, you are selling marijuana, and that's it. Check your state laws, whatever. If you can do it in your state, just do it. You can make easy above minimum wage from that, and I say it's an easy job because you're just selling weed. So just know how to sell weed and just know how marijuana works. It's not that hard to learn what an indica, hybrid, and sativa is. It's not that hard. Next is bartering. Have you heard of that? Have you heard of, oh, okay, for $300 in food stamps, I'll go braid your hair, girl? Like, that's bartering. Basically meaning like you give a service and take a service. Like, I know bartering isn't basically you're getting money, because at the end of the day you do need your bills paid, but it is like, oh, please, you know, Christine, can you do my hair? I'll give you $200 in food stamps. Don't do that because it's illegal, guys, whatever. But it's like, yeah, basically that. So if you need some food, how goes fixing your services to go get something back. It's not really that hard. And then it's like the last thing I got is cut men's hair. So cutting men's hair is self-explanatory, is an easy thing to do if you know how to cut hair. It's easy. Get your licenses for that. Get your health certifications for that, okay? Look in your state laws. Look in state laws and stuff like that. Same thing with that. But like I said, it's not that hard to cut men's hair. It might be, you can charge a bit more now because things are more expensive. But for the average men's cut will be between $30 and $85, depending on what you're providing. And self-explanatory, just cut men's hair. Braid their hair for $60 to $120. That's pretty much it. That's my whole 30 things. Of side hustles and side gigs and part-time jobs and part-timers, contract jobs, self-employment jobs that I know that guarantees to make money. You just have to put in the work, put in the quality, put in the effort, and make sure that your service is needed within your area. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate your view and hope you make your money. Have a great one. What?